Well, I'm excited to chat about this film. I'm a huge fan of this franchise, and Prom Queen, I think, continues it in such a fun way. Susanna, I'd actually love to start with you first because Megan and Laurie's relationship is obviously a big sort of emotional anchoring point for the viewer amidst all the horror. I'd love to hear what it was like working with India to really find their specific dynamic during the production.
It was so effortless, honestly. The first day we met each other, it just felt like fast friends. There was never pauses in conversation or awkwardness. It's almost like I had to pull it back a bit because I'm like, wait, Megan is still a little, a little bit cold, but no, just so effortless, yeah.
I love that. And then David, for you, I mean, there's a real interesting dynamic the way we see that play out, especially as he's sort of torn between Laurie and Tiffany. What was it like, finding that emotional balance in yourself of, who you ultimately wanted to, or who your character ultimately wanted to choose as the story progressed?
Yeah, it was. I think it was very fulfilling as an actor. I think both India and Fina gave me everything that I needed to be able to take Tyler on this journey. Especially there's one scene where Tiffany and Tyler finally kind of confront very quickly and subtly a bunch of issues that they've had in their relationship. So yeah, I think the writing really delivered for that, and both India and Fina gave me everything I needed, and it felt very fulfilling.
I love that. And so, Susanna, I'll come back to you because Megan, you mentioned, not wanting to, or keep the cold part of her still there. But I mean, she does feel like this ball of energy that's just about to burst. I'd love to hear what was sort of the key part of anchoring her for yourself in your performance throughout the film.
Yeah, I just wanted to anchor her to Laurie in a way. Laurie is like the love letter and Megan is like a cigarette, and they just have to go together in that way. And then through the movie, Megan does change and she can see the good and shady side maybe. And yeah, I think that's beautiful, just her loyalty for her best friend, and yeah.
Now, I can't help but also feel like there were echoes of Dina and Sam between Laurie and Megan, and I'm curious if you and Matt ever talked about that being like an explicit desire going into this film.
I love that people are seeing that, but we didn't talk about that. We just really tried to make it its own standalone thing. So we really focused on where he wanted to take it and where it was going to grow, because we often didn't know, and we left it open to see where it would go. And yeah.
Well, I like that. It makes for some really moving moments as the film goes on, and I think you all capture that well. Now, we also got to talk about the killer, because I mean, what a great getup that the killer wears throughout the film. What was both of your first reactions when you saw the performer in complete killer garb?
I wanted to try it on. I thought it was so good looking and chic, and I can't. Yeah,
pretty good outfit. Good. Also, the stunt man, I can't remember the guy's name, but the person who was actually in the costume, he was so cool, and he came from a family of stunt people.
Oh yeah.
And his parents were stunt people, and they stay. That guy needs to have a movie about him. He was so cool, and he was so good at his job, and he was the best.
I see I've got to wrap up already, so I'll get on out of here. But thank you both so much for taking the time. I can't wait to get the word out and for people to continue to dive into the world of Fear Street.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too.